So, we discussed climate change and net zero, and now we're moving on to energy, with particular focus on oil and gas. For full transparency, my professional background, at least for the last 15 years, has been as a consultant in the oil and gas sector. So I come into this conversation with a small amount of knowledge and certainly a certain amount of passion. With that said, I've got no relationship with the oil and gas sector, no shares, no funds invested. I have absolutely no personal axe to grind, other than a desire to share some of the irrationality around the UK's policy choices. A quick bit of history about oil prices over the last decade. About 10 years ago, mid-2014, oil prices were high, around $110 a barrel. Since 2014, UK oil prices have experienced significant volatility influenced by global market dynamics, geopolitical events, and economic factors. If you're willing to look at the price of Brent crude since 2015-2016, you'll see that in the last decade, the gas oil industry has had 1 year of making good profits. So, 2015, an oversupply and reduced demand led to a sharp decline in the oil price to around $50 a barrel, and then $30 a barrel in 2016. Post-2016, oil prices started to recover and were averaging $50 to $70 a barrel by about late 18. Late 2019, early 2020, we had the pandemic. There was a severe drop in global oil demand due to lockdowns and travel restrictions. Late 21, the price rose to $80, peaking at around $120 in 2022, so a 500% increase. This was for 1 year only. Then we get to May 22. We've got Sunak as Chancellor bringing in the hugely unconservative Energy Profits Levy, or the windfall tax. Initially, this was 25% on top of the headline rate of 40%, but that then increased to 35% in November 22, so the effective rate was 75%. What's the result? Apache has left, Chevron is selling the Clearfield interest, Harbour Energy, one of the largest independent UK companies, are saying they can't stay. Everyone always bangs on about Shell and BP, but the super majors left the UK a long time ago. They don't care about investing here anymore. It's the small independents who are being hammered. And I should mention that the North Sea is one of the highest cost basins to extract from, so the risks are immense. But what has the UK become? Do we want business to succeed, to create wealth and opportunity so that we can benefit from the increased tax receipts which they bring in and so that they can enrich us as a nation? Or are we so obsessed with the optics of success, what others might think, that will punish business ruthlessly through windfall taxes, discouraging investment in order to score political points? This is populism in action, and it's nonsensical. Would you get out of bed if you had to pay 75% tax? This has now been extended to 2028, and Labour and the Lib Dems want to increase it further. Don't give them the chance to do that. Vote reform on the 4th of July. Next video is going to be on the NHS. We all love our NHS, but none of us are without a personal anecdote which shows that it's in crisis. I'm Drage, reform candidate for Godalming Ash. Come July 4th, I'll be the one giving Jeremy Hunt his early retirement notice.